Hi everyone, I'm going to do a series on Logic where I go through all of his albums, but I'm not going to go through his mixtapes, so I'm not going to go through his Young Sinatra 1, 2, and 3, or his Welcome to Forever. I'm also not going to go through Bobby Tarantino 1, 2, 3, and I also might not go through Supermarket, maybe until the end, or maybe I should go through his mixtapes at the end, just to see the difference of his albums and his mixtapes. That being said, let's get into his first album, Under Pressure, which, if you don't know Logic, and I'm pretty sure everyone does because he was pretty big at a certain point. He still kind of relevant. He's a rapper from Maryland. He's been rapping since like the late 2010s, so like 2009 up until this year in 2023. And he's been releasing an album or a project every year. So take that how you will. Like, he only puts a year into a project. Is it going to be good or bad? You know, that's up for you to decide. Today, we're going to decide Under Pressure. For being his debut album, Under Pressure is really good. It's an admirable first project, his debut. But it's also kind of cool that he's the only one rap. He has no features, unless you count the deluxe, and even he doesn't. He even says the deluxe is for fun, with Driving Miss Daisy with Childish Gambino, and the one with Big Sean. I forgot what it was called, but that one. But this album is all about his life up until this point, what he's been through, what his family's been through, everything. So like, gang related is his brother, being in gangs, being related to gangs, and like selling crack to his dad, and then like him telling his Logic like, hey, don't do this, be better. And then Nicki, him about being like addicted to a woman, like obsessing over a woman, and then finding out it's cigarettes. And when I was in high school, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of blew my mind. Again, this was like 2014 in high school, okay? So bear with me. To me, it blew my mind. But right now, if I listen to it, I'll be like, okay, whatever. Obviously, with the name Nicki, obviously it's cigarettes or nicotine. But that's just to take away from the great song. Same with Till the End, Bound, like all these songs. I like all these songs. This album has a very special place in my heart. That being said, you can tell he uses his influence a lot, which is not a bad thing. Because you should be inspired by other people to make art. And there's a fine line of writing that line and making it your own, or just plagiarism. I think Logic writes that line perfectly with Under Pressure. Yeah, you can hear the K-Dot influence, you can hear the Cudi influence, you can hear the J. Cole's, you can hear the Drake's, but that's still fine. You can be influenced by any artist, but you can still make it your own. And I think that's what Logic did perfectly here. He made this album his own, and he wanted to show everyone what he could do differently than his mixtapes, because his mixtapes were more fun, and this album is more real and like about his life. So I have to give this album a rating of, life is going to happen out of 10. That means life will come at you no matter what, but it's up to you to take it in a negative or positive way. And I think Logic shows you, no matter what happens to you, you can make it out of any situation. You can be around drug dealers, you can be around drug addicts, you can be a drug addict, but you can still, at the end of the day, make your life better. You can still go up to that next step in the ladder. You can still move on with your life if you just try. And I think that's what that album is. I think this album is, yeah, you have the pressures of everything happening around you, but you can still make it out.